Pole steeple. It's a quarter-mile blue blaze off the AT. We're gonna go check the view out. Oh, there's another sign over here, Piz. Looks like it may be more visible. And as usual, it looks like this may be downhill, so it's gonna be another quarter-mile uphill coming back. But I'll jump back on when we get to the view. So this is the climb up the steeple pole. Not all downhill, obviously. And we got people up here, so yeah, we'll try to do this without capturing them. May get choppy. Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how you guys doing?
Not bad. Some more garlic things in there.
Oh yeah? Oh, gotcha.
It's just a regular garlic.
Another side drive, I believe that's Laurel Lake down there. This is the other peak up here at Steeple Dome. So there's two of them. So interesting enough, I'll just leave it there. There's people coming up. Good morning. It's 18 July, Saturday. Should be 57th day on trail. About 10 o'clock in the morning. Today's just all kinds of screwed up. We didn't actually get started till 9 o'clock. I'm leaving, it's a quarter-mile side trail from Steeple Pole. But yeah, we got started about 9 o'clock. We stayed at Ironmaster Mansion Hostel right next to the AT Museum and Furnace Store. I have to say I'm extremely disappointed with the hostel. The lady that ran the place, I'll be right back. There's people coming. Okay, past the people. So I'm extremely disappointed with the hostel. The lady that ran the place was nice enough when she was there, but actually, I think that was the worst experience at a no shit hostel I've had. The other bad experience I had was at a quote unquote inn there in Harper's Ferry as far as customer service, hiker, you know, service to the hiker, customer, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't see the lady that ran the place. We didn't see her until like 8 o'clock at night. Thought it was someone that worked there, but apparently it was just someone who was staying there for 3 weeks. Told me that we weren't authorized to use the kitchen, where the washer and dryer were in the kitchen. Therefore, we couldn't do laundry until the lady that ran the place showed up at 8 o'clock at night. So we started laundry at 8 o'clock at night. So it was 2300, 11 p.m. almost 11:30 by the time we finished laundry, which made for a long night. There was supposed to be dinner and breakfast served for an additional $5 per meal. Dinner, like I said, she didn't show up till 8. The convenience store next to it stopped taking orders at 6:30 p.m. So we ended up going over there to eat. So we would have been screwed if we waited around there for dinner at the hostel since it was never served. Same thing for breakfast. We've been told them last night we were interested in eating breakfast there. 7:30 rolls around. It was supposed to be at 7. 7:30 rolls around. Nobody was there to cook breakfast. There was no breakfast, no continental, no nothing. So we said, screw it. Paid the lady for staying there. Actually, I just figured out I forgot to pay her for the laundry. Oh well. Just goes with the shitty service, I guess. So instead of eating breakfast there, we had to wait till the general store opened next door at 08 because they also had a grill. That's where we had dinner last night as well. So ate breakfast there and then started our day at 9. So yeah, that's how the day is starting. Thankfully, it's gonna be a short day, about 19 miles to the, well, it's a junction. It's right outside of Boiling Springs. We were going, or my intention was to stay at resupply at Boiling Springs, but I still have three full days of food, so there's not gonna be any resupply in Boiling Springs. Then 18 miles is the first campsite. The next option for sleeping is a shelter an additional 18 miles down. So that would put us at a 33-mile day. 14 miles of that after the campsite we think we're gonna stay at tonight. There's a 14-mile stretch with basically no options for camping. Very slim water. So pretty sure our best option is just stay at this. It's not the first, but it's gonna be the last campsite before we hit that next 14-mile stretch with no options to camp anywhere. So that's what we think we're gonna do. We're also gonna hit I guess it's a deli, little convenience store deli, about 9 miles down trail this morning. Have lunch. At this point, it may be a late lunch, but we'll have lunch. I'll probably go ahead and grab a few things to eat. That way, I can just have all my food for the day and not have to break into a bag to eat partial day's worth of food. So I think that's my plan. We'll evaluate when we get to this campsite. See, sorry, arm was getting tired. I'm going uphill again too. But basically, we'll evaluate when we get to this first campsite whether or not we think it'll be smart to push on another 14 miles or not. Like I said, getting such a late start, probably not the best thing. However, with this heat, maybe it would be smart to do some evening night hiking. Like it's supposed to be 96 today, 98 tomorrow. Someone was saying with humidity, it's gonna feel like 120. So we'll see. Yeah, I think that's way more rambling than needed this morning. So I will jump on as usual as things of interest pop up, and yeah, we'll see you down trail. Out. Well, even here in Pennsylvania, I guess we're expected to have rocks. The trail's been pretty rocky since we left the steeple pole, Blue Blaze. But yeah, we got the rocky cliffside over here, just thought I would jump on to capture. I don't know. There were a lot of day hikers there, but just going up that steeple pole, I don't think I recall seeing any other lookouts down trail. So I'm not sure if there's any other local trails further down this way, but we may be done with the local day hikers, at least for now. I think we do have a lot of road crossings today, so as we go down trail, we may see more locals just out hiking. Like I said, I'm not sure. I don't recall seeing any other quote-unquote views listed in gut hooks, but it's very possible there's other local trails that aren't obviously tracked in gut hooks that people could be out hiking. So we'll see. Looks like I am alone again. I lost pace somewhere while I was up on steeple pole outlook, so I ended up staying up there quite a bit longer than I had expected, talking to various people, which is unusual for me, right? So yeah, like I said, I just thought I'd jump on and share the terrain with you guys. The majority of the first part of the day looked like it had some ups and downs. Obviously the rocks aren't usually documented, so, but it does look like on the other side of Boiling Springs we're gonna get into some boulder fields, which will be awesome. There's another guy hiking ahead of us who's he's a ultralight, trying to do it in 100 days or less. Yeah, I'll get his name. I think it was Joe, but he's hiking for mental health to raise money and awareness, which is I think awesome. Like I said, I'll definitely try to get his name, and if I remember while I'm processing editing this video, I'll try to remember to add a link to his Instagram. Seems to be where he's posting most of his stuff. I'll post that in the description of the video. So I'll see you guys down trail as I find my way through this smaller rock field. I wouldn't call it a boulder field, but definitely a rock field of sorts for sure. All right, we'll see you down trail. Yeah, more boardwalks here in Pennsylvania. That's a pace up in front of me. We're almost to the deli. So we're approaching Green Mountain General Merchandise. I think this is where, oh, chef salad. Oh, fuck no.
What is it called?
A chef salad.
Oh,
I think, yeah. Or is it? See it, maybe, I don't know. So we're gonna take lunch here, 12:15. Look at that, Trump 2020. Well, here it is, 13:30. We just left the Green Mountain General Store about 20 minutes ago. Ate way too much, and as usual, every time we stop and eat at something like that, A, I eat too much, but B, we always have uphill afterwards. So we've got about 1.5 miles of uphill to get through before it levels out again a little bit. We got a few more smaller hills today, but about 10 more miles. Like I said, it's gonna be another short day. It's looking like we're probably gonna stay at this backpacker campsite. It's just getting such a late start and then stopping for lunch. It's just not gonna be smart to try to make a 33-mile day. So yeah, we're gonna keep working up hills here and make our way down trail. So if anything of interest pops up, I will jump back on and share with you guys. As always, we'll see you down trail somewhere. Hi, I just had to jump back on here. I'll probably record my tent set up tonight and whatnot. I'm having my hammock set up mailed to a Delaware water gap, about 180 miles from where I'm at now, according to Gut Hooks. So I'll be there in about a week, but I'm having my hammock mailed out there and a few other things. I ordered a new fupa from Z-Packs, replacement sternum strap for my pack from Osprey, supposed to be being shipped out there. So we'll see. There appears to be like several different addresses. Gut Hooks has the address is 110 Main Street, which wasn't recognized by Amazon when I was trying to order some stuff to have it shipped out. 112 Main Street is what Google Earth or Google Maps told me the address was. I called them and they told me their address is 129 Main Street. So I've technically got things going to 3 addresses, well 2. So the 110 Main Street and the 129 Main Street. So it's gonna be interesting to see what shows up where, or if something doesn't. I'm gonna be upset either way because it's at least my hammock set up and stuff from home. It's going to the right address that they told me on the phone, so hopefully that won't be an issue. But my Z-Packs order and the Osprey replacement part for my backpack are both going to the 110 Main Street that's listed in Gut Hooks. So I did put the outfitter's name on there, so hopefully it'll make it to the right spots. But I'll be upset. It was almost $200 worth of stuff from Z-Packs that may go to the wrong place. Hopefully they do the right thing. If it goes to the wrong place and I can't track it down, hopefully they'll return it and then I'll get a refund from Z-Packs. But I really want and need that replacement fupa. The other stuff I could do without from Z-Packs, but the fupa I would really like to get that replacement pack in. So yeah, that was a random thought I wanted to make sure I got on here. So like I said, I'm having all the stuff shipped overnight or express 2 to 3 days, but based off a 25 mile an average day, I'm still like a week out. So I was just I've been wanting to ship some stuff out for a while. It's just been hard to track down and try to figure out where to try to ship it. So hopefully this all works out for me. But yeah, okay. Just a random thought. I'll see you down trail. We're like 12 and a half miles into the day. And this is like the 4th road crossing we've had. This one doesn't appear to be like a major road. The rest of them have been. Oh wow. Looky there. Trying to see if I can get a picture of those. Sorry about that. Okay, I had to get a picture of those mushrooms. That's like the 4th road crossing I think we've had today. We've crossed a railroad track. We've got several more, I think, road crossings today. And apparently the campsite we're going to stay at is fairly close and has some of the reports are the train tracks or the trains are very loud from the campsite. But then it's also interesting, tomorrow, the portion of the trail that we're going to be on tomorrow apparently used to be part of a longer road walk. But the ATC bought up a bunch of the land. Hey, walking boards. The ATC bought up a bunch of the land or farm or something and created the trail. according to some of the comments. But it'll be interesting to see, according to gut hooks, it almost looks like, well, we're in and out and around a bunch of housing and farmhouses, farmland through, looks like through their fields. So a lot of tomorrow is going to be more exposed to the sun than the normal trail, as well as a large portion of it looks to be, according to gut hooks, estimated only like 1,000 feet wide forest areas. So basically it's a 500 feet on either side of the trail of forest. So that just, again, and that's in between land. So I don't know if the ATC technically owns all the land on either side of the forest, and the forest area we'll be walking through is all that was left, or if they only own the forest portion and there's actually private property on either side, cleared farmer's field type stuff. But that kind of goes back to my whole conversation and thought process about, the trail will always be here. I understand, the ATC owns it. That's one thing. But if it's, private property and only leased, or, some kind of contribution in order to allow the trail to be there, that's going to be something different. But the fact that there's only going to be 500 foot of forest on either side of the trail is in my mind just another example of how the trail is disappearing and will not always be here, at least as a trail. I mean, at some point, but who wants to do a 2,000 plus mile road walk, is what the worst case scenarios are that run through my head. But okay, yeah, that was just a random thought. I'm not sure how we jumped from a road crossing to all that, but yep, that's how my mind functions. We'll see you guys down trail somewhere. Got options. We can do a rock crossing or a bridge. I'll opt for the bridge, although I shouldn't have, because that was a huge step up. Yeah, rock crossing would have been much easier. We got a couple little campsites here next to the stream, and then another bridge crossing. It's a nice little stream. Says what? I mean, other than the distance between the water sources, it looks like, just from what we've seen so far in the first couple days in Pennsylvania, we may not have that big of an issue. Maybe it's different up north, and the fact that we're in the high 90s for a few days this week may change that. However, as the week goes on into the next weekend, the chances of rain go up to 80% on a couple days, then back down. As always, I've almost stopped looking at the weather. I'll randomly glance at it, but as we continue to move, even though we're on foot and we're only moving 20, 30 miles a day most, we can't seem to rely on the weather forecast, especially the rain. I mean, it is an estimate or a guess, I guess. But it's gotten to the point where if it's gonna rain, I'll feel it. Or if it feels like rain, I'll accept it. And it's not like I can change it. But there's no point in starting out with a negative outlook under the impression, knowing hey, it's gonna rain tomorrow, or 80% chance it's gonna rain tomorrow. So I just go with it. Usually you can feel it, you can see it if it's gonna come. So, and then even then, we've had a couple of days here where first thing in the morning, leaving the campsite or the shelter, we thought it was gonna rain on us, and that ends up holding off until we get to the campsite for the next, or for that night. So we don't actually get rained on until we're in our tents or in the shelter. So, you know, you never know. But okay, we'll see you down trail. Just thought I would jump on and share some of the uphill here at the moment. So there's a few small up and down hills today. We got about 5 miles, a little over 5 miles left to the day. Not too bad overall. Still, this would be easier if I wasn't still on a full stomach. It's kind of amazing how much I eat when we're in town or at someplace like that. Yet, I still can't seem to keep my weight on overall out here. No. Okay, I'm gonna get off because this is gonna definitely keep going up, so I can use my trekking poles. Yeah, I definitely need my trekking poles. So we'll see you guys at the top of this, somewhere up there. Yeah. There you go. It's like a Fortress of Solitude right there. That is just freaking awesome. And that's actually, I guess that's where we're going. I guess I missed the blazes going up through there. This is kind of what we've got to look forward to in parts of the Pennsylvania, I guess. Absolutely awesome. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I honestly don't know why I like rocks so well. It's like that may be an easier trail, but it looks like everything's pointing this way. Yep, there's double blaze to turn down and around. Look at that tree growing right out of the rocks. Where there's a will, there's a way. Absolutely awesome. Well, I didn't think we were gonna hit these boulder fields till tomorrow, but okay, we're going around this one. I've just gone through like two sections of boulder fields where literally I had to put my my trekking poles away or down just because they were more of a hindrance than help. That would be a perfect little place to hide from a storm. Of course, just double checking for blazes. One of them had like 3 routes. 2 went on either side of the boulder field and 1 went through the boulder field. So I'm not sure. They all had blazes, so I guess they're all technically official. But it's hard to tell. There's a lot of little arrows. I don't know if you can see that arrow. And then some of the blazes are worn out. So like, I'm surprised it doesn't go right over that. This one is saying we're going around. But yeah, it's been awesome. we all know, if you've watched my videos, how much I like the rocks, especially the big ones. I guess depending on the kind of day I'm having, I prefer they be on the side of the trails and not in the trails. But today, I'm kind of enjoying it because it's a short day, so I get to play a little more than normal. And there's a blaze down here, so I'm assuming this is it. I don't know what that piece of wood used to be. Maybe a sign of sorts. There's nothing on it now. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to share some of the boulders we're going through. It looks like we're going back up. That may be a view up there. Where the blazes go. Oh, there they are. There's an arrow. Yeah, let's see. I'm wondering if I should go up there and see if that's a view. Maybe we may get to the same area going up here. Okay, well, if it's a view, I'll jump back on. And if not, I'll see you guys down the trail. More boulder fields. We're kind of walking next to them. Some are on the trail, but not near as many as there were. We're about 4.5, 5 miles from Boiling Springs, which is where we're camping, right outside of the Boiling Springs. But yeah, I just passed a couple of day hikers. So we're close enough where people are coming out to enjoy the boulder fields with no backpacks and no water, apparently. But yeah, I just wanted to share that there's we're close enough that I'm starting to run into the day hikers again. So if I'm recording and it's abruptly cut, most likely it's because I've approached a group of day hikers. But if so, I'll jump back on. So yeah, I just wanted to share some what now seems to be useless information. Oh well, I'll see you down trail. We're going downhill now, and we seem to be getting some life back to the forest. It's not like the forest has been dead. Let me zoom out here. But the forest floor has been kind of bare. Now we're getting the beautiful ferns back, covering most of the floor. Yeah, both sides of the trail, up and down. So I was thinking the hills weren't going to be too bad today. Problem is they're short and steep. How do you tell how steep that is? We're gonna have switchbacks. I mean, it's really not that tall, but we are going up extremely steep. Yes, I mean, I think all these are like less than half a mile, but the actual incline is it's just feels extra rough today. Yeah. And it just keeps going. I mean, we're almost there. But yeah, you get the point. It's just about 1,700. Yeah, so about 1,700. We're a little less than a mile and a half from the campsite we're going to be staying. I'm assuming this is the outskirts of Boiling Springs, since that's the town we're going to be staying just outside of. As I said, we're going to stay there because that's the last campsite option for the next 14 miles or so. Next 14 miles are flat, but the next possible way or next possible place to camp is a shelter 14 miles down trail, at least according to Gut Hooks. There are zero campsites between where we're going to stay and that shelter. We haven't located any notes or comments regarding stealth campsites, so we're just not going to push it. I think Pace and John Wayne are they're probably already at the campsite. Somehow I slowed down for some pictures and to play in the boulder field, and John Wayne was way ahead of us anyway since lunch. Pace, I lost him somewhere where I slowed down to take pictures, and then lost him even further when I decided to play around in the boulder fields. So, Storyteller is behind me somewhere. He should be catching up, if not passing me soon. He's at least mileage wise, he seems to be going faster than I am, on average anyways. So this is awesome. It looks like we're gonna walk straight through this field for a while, and this is supposedly what tomorrow is going to be like. A lot of open field pasture walking like this, so we'll see. But anyways, if I'm not mistaken, there was discussion or comments that this campsite is right outside of town, fairly close to a gas station and a couple of bars and restaurants. So while I did buy another dinner, so I didn't break into my full day meal packages for tonight, we may end up walking into town after we set up our tents and stuff to have dinner. We'll see. If so, I'll just be walking around with an extra dinner with me. Maybe that'll keep us on trail for another day. But historically, on average, I need a shower and laundry every 3 to 4 days max. I think it's been a while since I've gone more than 4 days without hitting a hostel for laundry and a shower. So we'll see how that goes. I highly doubt I'm gonna make it all the way to the Delaware Water Gap or wherever it is. I was sending stuff that was a little over 7. It was like 7.4 days at a 24 mile or 25 mile a day pace. So I'll probably have at least one hostel stop in between here and there, if not 2. Okay, so just jumping on to share the change of scenery. A bunch of nice farmer houses, but yeah, looks like we're gonna be walking in the field for a while, so I will see you guys down trail somewhere. Boardwalks in the middle, oh, they're there, I'm gonna use them. In the middle of the field for whatever reason. Yep. Okay, I'll see you guys later. So we're walking through pastures and farmers fields, but now we're walking on the edge. It's in between, it looks like. I don't know if this was hay or straw or something, but now we're walking next to a cornfield, which now that I'm gonna zoom out again, that makes me feel more like I'm back at home in Indiana. Good old corn. Looks too young to be growing anything quite yet. But definitely hasn't been detasseled. I don't remember why we detasseled corns. It was one of our teenage jobs. We'd go detassel corn, but I'm not sure why some corn gets detasseled and other doesn't. But oh well, yeah, I just saw the cornfield and made me think of the good old part-time jobs of detasseling corn in the summer. Hot, sweaty, covered in bugs, cut up all day. Fond memories. I think every young kid should get out there and detassel corn, or go and harvest some tobacco, or play on a pig farm. And teach you some good work ethic right there. Okay, I thought I actually saw, I don't know, someone's being rude as shit to a bike. Share the road. I thought I saw Pace up ahead of me rounding this corner when I was over across the street in the other field. So he's not too far ahead of me. But yeah, okay, I will see you guys down there. I think we're probably less than a mile from the campsite now. So we'll see you when we get there, most likely. Out. The Appalachian Trail Campground. Which is funny, I mean, I guess this is actually going to be the Blue Blaze. Okay, so this is the Blue Blaze of the campground. The actual Appalachian Trail continues that way through the town. So this will be the quarter-mile Blue Blaze, which looks like according to gut hooks, it basically looked like it was in the middle of the farmer's field. So that makes sense now. Okay, so I'm gonna get down here and get a camp set up, and then figure out if we were gonna try to go into town or just hang out. I'm not sure. I think we have to go into town to get water anyways. I don't think there was any water at this campsite. Go figure. So basically I hydrated once at lunch, and then I did hydrate, stop by a little stream at one of the road crossings, and hydrated about 5 miles back, 6 miles. So I really should be hydrating more, especially since it's in the 90s. And tomorrow's gonna be worse. It's supposed to be like 98 tomorrow, and a lot of the day is supposed to be in open fields like this. So I may actually buy another liter of water specifically for tomorrow, and then I'll have to carry it for another day or two, I think, or once I cross another town I'll get rid of that extra bottle. I'll reevaluate based on water source. I think we had our first water source was 9 miles into the day tomorrow. There was one before that, but it was recommended not to drink out of it because it was a runoff from all the farmers, cattle fields and whatnot. So the recommendation was not to drink out of the first one. But yeah, okay, we'll see you down at the campsite. Out.